If you're over 50 and getting up from the floor, or a low chair has started to feel harder than it used to, this is for you. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through 5 simple floor sits, inspired by Japanese elders in long-living regions like Okinawa. These are everyday resting positions they use instead of chairs, and they quietly train their hips, knees, and balance all day long. You won't need a gym, equipment, or special clothes. Just a small patch of floor and a bit of patience. Stay with me until the end, because the final position is closely related to a test doctors use as a strong predictor of how long you may live. If you're ready, let's go to the floor together. Before we begin, a quick word on safety. If you've had a hip or knee replacement, serious arthritis, or any recent surgery or injury, talk with your doctor or physical therapist before trying these movements. Mild stretch or effort is normal. Sharp stabbing or burning pain is not. If something feels wrong in a joint, ease out, change the position, or skip it. Use cushions, towels, pillows, a wall, or a sturdy chair for support whenever you need to. This is practice, not a test. You are always allowed to make things easier. All right, let's start. From standing, carefully come down onto your hands and knees on the floor. If your knees are sensitive, place a folded towel or cushion under them. Bring your knees close together. Point your toes straight back so the tops of your feet rest on the floor. Slowly lower your hips back toward your heels. If you can, rest your buttocks on your heels. If that's too much, place a cushion or folded towel between your calves and your hips so you don't bend as deeply. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Lift your chest. Keep your chin level and your gaze straight ahead or slightly down. Take a slow breath in through your nose and a slow breath out through your mouth. You're gently stretching the tops of your feet, your ankles, and your knees. You're also stacking your spine tall instead of rounding forward. This simple kneeling sit can help your ankles stay more mobile, your knees feel less rusty, and your posture stay more upright when you stand up from bed or from a chair. Stay for a few easy breaths. If anything feels too intense, come up a little or add more padding. Small adjustments are smart. When you're ready, lean forward. Bring your weight onto your hands and slowly lift your hips up. Sit down on one side of your hips and slide your legs out in front of you. Take a moment to straighten both legs and gently shake them out. Now we'll move into a comfortable cross-legged seat. From sitting with your legs straight, bend your knees and cross your shins so that each foot tucks under the opposite knee. Your legs make a soft X shape. If your knees are higher than your hips or your lower back feels rounded, sit on a folded blanket, firm cushion, or pillow. Lifting your hips even an inch or two can make this position feel much better. Tilt your pelvis slightly forward so you're resting on the bony points under your hips instead of rolling back onto your tailbone. Lift your chest and imagine the top of your head gently reaching upward. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Breathe slowly. This simple cross-legged sit helps reopen rotation in your hips that long hours in chairs slowly steal from us. That rotation is what lets you get in and out of a car more easily, swing your leg out of bed, or turn to look behind you without your lower back doing all the work. If this feels challenging already, that's just information. It means your hips are asking for more practice, not that you're doing anything wrong. Stay for a few breaths, then gently switch the crossing of your legs so the other shin is in front. Most people have a favorite way to cross their legs, and the other side often feels a bit strange. That's okay. You're helping both sides of your body share the work. After a few more breaths, uncross your legs and stretch them straight out in front of you again. Give them another gentle shake. Next, we'll move into a long-legged sit, sometimes called the staff position. Stay seated on the floor and bring your legs together straight in front of you. If your hamstrings or lower back are tight, you can bend your knees slightly or sit on a folded towel or cushion. Flex your feet by drawing your toes back toward your shins, as if you're trying to push your heels gently into the floor. Place your hands on the floor beside your hips. Press your hands down lightly to help lengthen your spine. Lift your chest. Keep your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Imagine your back resting against an invisible wall from your lower back all the way up to the back of your head. If you feel like you're tipping backward or your back wants to round, bend your knees more or sit a little higher on your cushion. Straight legs are not the goal. A long supported spine is the goal. Take a few slow breaths. You might feel your thighs working to hold your legs, your belly gently engaged, and the muscles along your spine working to keep you upright. This position trains you to support your body without a chair back. Over time, it can help you sit taller at a table or computer, slump less on the couch, and breathe more fully because your chest has more room. Hold for another breath or two, then relax your legs and let your spine soften. You've already asked your hips, knees, and back to move in ways that most people avoid for years. That's important work. Now we'll explore a deeper hip position called the 90-90 sit. From your seated position, bend your right leg and place it in front of you so your knee is bent about 90 degrees and your shin is roughly parallel to your chest. Then bend your left leg and place it out to the side behind you, also bent around 90 degrees. The front leg is rotated outward, the back leg is rotated inward. Let your right outer thigh rest on the floor in front. Let your left inner thigh rest on the floor behind. Place your hands on the floor for support. Sit as tall as you comfortably can. You will probably feel a stretch deep in the hip of the back leg. That's the internal rotation we're working on, a movement we use when we pivot and turn in everyday life. Take a calm breath in, exhale slowly. There is no need to push or force. Simply allow your body to get used to this new shape. After a few breaths, gently lean to one side. Bring your legs back to the center and switch sides so the other leg is now in front and the opposite leg is behind. Again, place your hands down, sit as tall as you can, and notice the stretch in the hip of the back leg. This position helps you turn and pivot more easily, to reach for something beside you, to twist and grab a seat belt, or to move through a crowded room without feeling stiff and blocked. If you find yourself leaning heavily to one side, that's okay. As your hips regain some freedom, you may notice you can sit more evenly. Take one more breath here, then slowly bring your legs back to a neutral seated position. You've now explored several ways to be on the floor without a chair. Each one is sending a clear message to your body. These movements still matter. So, if you stopped here and practiced just these positions a few minutes most days, you would already be doing a lot for your mobility. But if you're up for one more, we'll move into a position that tells you a great deal about your long-term independence. The deep resting squat. From the floor, carefully come up to standing. Roll onto your side, push up with your hands, and take your time. Use a chair or a wall if you need help to rise. Once you're standing, place your feet a little wider than hip-width apart. Turn your toes slightly outward, like they're pointing toward 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Hold on to something sturdy in front of you if you like. A countertop, a heavy table, or the back of a solid chair. Begin to slowly bend your knees and lower your hips down between your heels. Only go as low as feels safe and controlled today. Your goal is to bring your hips closer to the level of your knees or a bit lower, but there is no need to force it. If your heels want to lift, roll up a towel or mat and place it under them. This gives your ankles a small ramp and often makes the position feel much more comfortable. If you feel stable, you can bring your hands together in front of your chest and gently press your elbows against the inside of your knees to help them open. Keep your chest as lifted as you can. Try not to collapse completely forward over your legs. Take a few slow breaths. This deep squat asks your ankles, knees, hips, and back to share the work. It also wakes up your pelvic floor and deep core muscles, which are important for bladder control and for feeling steady when you move. Don't worry if you can only lower part of the way or if you need to hold on the entire time. Even a supported partial squat sends a powerful signal to your body that this movement is still part of your life. Doctors sometimes use a sit and rise test, asking people to go down to the floor and stand back up with as little support as possible. People who can do this tend to live longer, healthier lives than those who can't. This deep squat is closely related to that ability. The easier it is for you to lower yourself and rise again with control, the more confidence and independence you tend to have in daily life. Imagine being able to pick up a grandchild or a dropped object without worrying about getting stuck. Imagine gardening near the ground or cleaning a low shelf and knowing you can stand up again without fear. That's what you're practicing right now. When you're ready to come out of the squat, press gently through your feet, use your hands for support if you need it, and slowly straighten your legs to stand up. Take your time. There's no rush. Once you're standing, gently shake out your legs. Notice how your body feels. Maybe a little more awake, a little more connected to your hips and knees, maybe just a bit more present. Let's take a moment to review what you've done. You've moved through a gentle kneeling sit to wake up your ankles and knees. You've sat cross-legged to restore rotation in your hips. You've practiced a long-legged staff sit to strengthen your posture without a chair. You've explored the 90-90 position to train your hips to turn and pivot. And you've worked toward a deep resting squat that supports your strength, your balance, and your independence. None of these shapes are flashy. You're not jumping or lifting heavy weights. But for a body over 50, they are powerful tools. Think of them as daily maintenance, the way you would care for a car you want to keep driving for many years. A few minutes of attention now can help prevent bigger problems later. Consistency matters more than intensity. 1 or 2 minutes of gentle practice most days is more valuable than one long, exhausting session once in a while. If all you do on some days is sit on a cushion in a supported kneeling position or cross-legged for a few breaths, that still counts. You're still telling your body, I intend to keep moving. So, getting older is something none of us can avoid, but shrinking your world to only high chairs, soft sofas, and fear of falling is not something you have to accept. Every time you lower yourself closer to the floor and rise again, even with help, even if it feels a bit awkward, you are teaching your brain and your body that you are still capable, still adaptable, and still in the game. Here's a simple way to start building this into your life. Over the next week, choose one of these positions each day. Spend just a few mindful breaths there. Notice how it feels on day 1, and notice again on day 7. Small changes add up. If you'd like to share, let me know which position challenged you the most and which one felt surprisingly good. Was it the kneeling sit, the cross-legged seat, the long leg staff sit, the 90-90 hip sit, or the deep resting squat? Your practice doesn't need to look perfect. It just needs to be yours. Thank you for spending this time reconnecting with the floor and with your own strength. Keep moving, stay curious, and remember, your age is just a number. How you choose to move every day is your decision.